God like you would a friend and say, Lord, look at me, fix me. I'm a mess. Head to toe. For we have not a high priest, verse 15, which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities. That word infirmities means weaknesses or sicknesses or any frailties we have. He says we don't have a priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities. It means you can go to this priest and never say a word, never say our Father, and just go to him, and he's touched by what you feel. I don't have to explain the pain to him. He's already touched by it. He's already touched by my sickness. Before I even say, Lord, this was wrong with me, he's already touched by it. He's touched by the feelings of our infirmity. It's like the woman with the issue of blood. Again, she made up a scripture. She said, if I can but touch the hem of his garment, I shall be made whole. Where's that in the Bible? Nowhere. That was her rule. And she had this issue for 12 years, and she was weak, her body was weak, and she crawled on her hands and knees through that crowded street, and everybody jostling around and jostling Jesus, and made it to the hem of his garment, and just touched him with his garment, and that's all she did, let it go, and he turned around and said, who touched me? Why? Because, and he's not even a high priest yet at that point, he's still in the earth, right? But he's touched by the feelings of her infirmities. Her weakness touched him. It said that virtue went out from him. And she was healed. He didn't heal her. It's an automatic chain reaction. So I said, you don't have to merit God's healings or question yourself and ask yourself, why hasn't God healed you? It's just going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just going to go out and happen. It's not something he decides to make it happen or not. It's all a part of the thing, that timing thing with God. All his ways are perfect. So if it hadn't happened to you yet, it wasn't time yet. It's just a matter of time. It was not time yet. And that's all it is. It's not a matter of deserving or the availability of it. It's just a matter of the time. You have to look back to this Creator when he made this creation. How did he make it? These years. Only way to make that happen for the last day to end on the Wednesday and 10 days later to be the Day of Atonement is that you have to have set the stars. He had been in charge of, in control of their timing. And when they got the right to be released, I don't know how he did it. Maybe it's like cars getting on a freeway at the restaurant and have what do you call it? Traffic light monitor? That's the word they use. Official word. Meter on it. And it dispenses traffic. So it's not all clogged up in one great big bottleneck. It dispenses a car every 10 seconds ago or so. I would imagine he had to dispense these planets. He had to make it and then push off. They'll wait a little while on the right time, and Jupiter's much bigger, then push Jupiter off. And everything goes in its time. And those that rebelled, like Rahab did, he blew it up, became an asteroid belt. Because it wasn't functioning according to the perfect time that God gave it. And I think Satan was a great cause of that. You got other planets. We'll go around star system soon. Well, like for instance, Jupiter, Saturn, whatever, they got rings around them, which is their claim to fame, these rings. But then you got planets like Uranus, and the rings go like this. That's the planet that's been tilted over on the side. I mean, Earth is not over here. If Earth had rings, they'd be like that. Because the whole planet is tilted 22.5 degrees. And then God said in the same book, Hebrews, yet once more will my voice shake not only the earth also, but the heavens too. I mean, 22, we learn what this means in the Bible. One half means more to come. And if the movie 2012 didn't teach you anything, it did teach about the fact that they know the earth's going to tilt again, and they expect the earth to tilt a level of 20-25 degrees, which would be 45 degrees. That's, like, in case you're wondering, that's no tilt. 45 degrees is going to be like, bang. That's a severe tilt. God says his voice is going to do it. He'll tilt it. I'm moving along. I'm supposed to be into chapter 5 tonight, okay? For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are. That's good news. I'm doing the high priest who knows exactly what I'm going through. All points tempted like as we are. One big exception, what's that? Yet without sin. Now if he sinned, he couldn't be this great high priest. But the fact he was tempted in all points like as we are and didn't sin, then he's able to help those of you who are sinning. Is that good news? Yes. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne. It's a kingdom with a throne. Come boldly to this throne. But what's so different about this throne? Of grace. What do you get when you go there? Mercy. What place do you know on earth like that? Huh? I mean, they can promise you amnesty. You go to court, and the word is out, you will not be prosecuted. But you know how many folks don't go? Because they don't trust it. They just don't quite trust it. You know, there's some kind of ploy to get us in there, and then we're all going to get arrested at the door. You know? A lot of folks don't go for amnesty stuff because they just don't believe it. Here he says, you can come to this throne and obtain, have it in your hand, mercy, and while you're there, find grace. Is that wonderful? Yes. The mercy is obtainable. When you walk in the door, they give you this. This says mercy. You're walking with this. You might got a mercy ratio, can't be messed with. Okay? Please come and say, oh, sorry, sir. Mercy. He said, no, I got to walk out this mercy as we're going to the throne. You triple something. And you pick it up, and that's grace. You found that. Put it right in front of your feet. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. For every high priest, I'm going to let that go to Sunday because it's time to quit. Right? All right. Offering time.